you so much. So when me catch us, they be a me kwa na me boa abraboni. Enti fo ni tuni ba bia so me ni nyanko pope. Me chiano pa. Oh yeah there.
Oh nyame adom.
Okay. Let me ask this. Sorry ben na etete wa ankasa.
Okay, me ankasa no.
You know say na me first time me nyawo no wudi nkomo say.
Yeah. Me ankasa no ye wo me to Full Gospel Church International.
Okay.
What tema? Tema New Town to be precise. In fact, me ye wo me to moa ne se me nyi wo moa sum wo moa sua room to wo moa serve in about 4 of their branches.
Okay, wow.
In fact, I think I'm the only musician in Full Gospel who have ministered in almost all their branches.
Wow.
Nationwide.
Wow.
And you know, afterwards, no, me call me name kakra after SSS. Me you know. And I'm here say my music, and I'm the call you to the mission.
Okay.
Me call here School of Music and Worship. But before that, no, so be School of Music and Worship. I just why discipleship training school, which is equivalent to a normal theological school.
Okay. Necessarily
yes. Until be here, sa asofudie program no. We are and so my enroll in the School of Music and Worship. Until me here no we here no. Time ana me here School of Music and Worship. Yen field work no. Any family chapel.
Okay.
Prior to that, no, na the year 1997.
Hey,
na
tobo na enze me hwe machi hwe manima o mayira enkoma ye di na ze 90s nkomo
that 1997 I think say na me wo GSS 1.
Wow.
And
na office otipeno no wagina nwini nti
na ye hosti Full Gospel hosti Reverend Dr. Victor say.
Okay.
And then the program, I fell in love with his ministry. Now I'm so free Kumasi. You know, yeah, by a field work with Kumasi, no. Coincidentally, any family chapel and a Juma. And then we had the opportunity to work with their village churches.
Okay.
Yakoti branch Momo Bantama, Koye Juma or Masi, Team.
Yes.
Jinyasi, Bomso, Ashtown, and Yakoti branch Bako, and Momo, Ewo Boasi. After School of Music and Worship, field work coincidentally again, you need the Champs Assemblies of God and a Juma.
Okay.
And by family chapel, but this time around, you the Ashtown branch.
Ashtown.
And then you Mukoye.
Okay.
Into me, you know, na with the mechanics are because now Obama, me person, me wire no, I say, or him, no, I call UCCB. Now, oh, but I find yes, I know education, I know say. I was full school now, music school, and then my Michigan certificate be upgraded. And I'm at the bar Kumasi Technical University. So that time Kumasi Poly. And I'm
and come on, the way Akesse was fashion, because Kambebusa say, what relationship do you have with family chapel? But unkomonama a transcend the ababe drew on mama, mate honase. Yemra wifi honomansa. No wa sorry. Ushia no hefa.
Okay, ono say you know na Full Gospel krona na me ye wo me to Tema New Town branch.
Yes.
Me na me youth no
kind of leader.
Music director.
No, okay.
Intina me co-director committee 9 branch. A hona almost shared that the first time I see a farm musician etianica. A ho and na yeah, we but now me big brother, our my cousin,
yes,
onona oboa me pa in the area of music, mommy platform, onokra na mommy call you to the mission.
Okay.
In fact, he gave me the seed.
Wow.
Tuya me school fees.
Wow.
When tuya na mo there, but he gave me the seed.
Yes.
No man here possible.
Wow.
No, a head. Will come to 12 branch no. Eventually make a director no. But before I make a director no na me kosra no fi nti me kono na me hu say
kosra bra no. Okay.
Me kono na me hu say fine girl bia wa be say na no we me fe we try to teach how the boy bia so she's good looking till later me call fi ona me ko so na me cousin omo younger brother no omo very close.
Wow.
Did I me feel say the girlfriend till later no yes and I down for keke Inti me kwa sorry na me sanku so o sorry obi.
Hey.
No e kwa the secretary.
Oh. Kelly me afa papa no me mpacho me afa papa no me papa. Because a hot year.
Afa papa.
Afa buta cheze.
Inti no numu no na e be fa adamfo. And then gradually me free come to 9 because there was a breakaway and I felt my loyalty lies with Full Gospel Church.
Yes, true.
And not any other pastor. And then we relocated back come to 12 permanently. Let me shuttle between come to 12 and then Tabanita because Tabanita unfortunately now you use service in the afternoon. Into it was okay. Then we became friends, build yeah.
For how many years have you been with Family Chapel?
Family Chapel officially me serve as a worship leader Family Chapel on the 1st of March.
You have the date?
Yeah, 1st of March 2010.
Wow.
But unofficially when I came to Kumasi, funny enough, maybe Kumasi I thought Assemblies of God.
Okay.
Because time and I field work, we had a major breakthrough with Assemblies of God, DHM2 branch.
Okay.
Reverend Okain. Okay. I mean, he was a great help. And reception I overwhelming. Into my dream na me ba Kumasi Polia. I'll be visiting there. Funny enough, me buy send me SS 2002.
Okay.
And I'm in Pesemeko school. Of course, my motivation for doing that formal education as I mentioned.
Wife
eventually me ba Kumasi Poly na Kumasi Technical University na 2006. So which means 2002 so for like 4 years. Into my juniors and I'm in your watch secondary school. Majority of them were holding sensitive positions or Poly and tech. Into kind of everybody wanted me to be in their ministry.
Okay.
Until I felt to be useful, let me not join any denomination or campus.
Okay.
Until me visit DHM sono, me share distance from Asafo to DHM sono. The bar school say me ba and then me call Family Chapel and I would want to say thank you to Reverend Oti and Pastor Foster.
Wow.
Because me call they recognized me because your bar field work Mantunyo mo main church order.
Okay.
We visited and ministered in their village churches. Intina omo pastor ba ko ana nyame adoma Reverend Bedu or Accra.
Okay.
And or yeah we no driving around and then in their village churches we sang with a lot of passion. It yeah babe we Ashtown for babe field work crusade I don't catch a pastor who say team no mufite meba no young boy bi wo mo to no nti so for mbambe ha wo.
Wow.
Inti pastor Oti so oba person very sure. Inti I saw him while singing. Me have admired him for a very long time.
Wow.
While he was married to Sandra Odru.
Yes.
And he took notice of me visited Family Chapel and so come around. And or my youth meeting. And or mommy lady worship. Until right from there I should come and lead praise and worship in their second service, which was a big deal.
Okay.
Because I saw it as an opportunity he gave to me that I would never take for granted. Because that time not almost second service a bar Love FM show.
Oh.
Live. So
near picking a live on radio.
They don't give that platform
to anybody like that.
Yes. So it was a great privilege. Pastor Foster also made it easier for me because Pastor Foster, funny enough, not me mommy adamfo.
Wow.
Growing up, me buy who sent me from a new town, a little history.
Welcome
me mommy so best ran one time. So that time na me younger brother who yenche. Into the mommy who say young boy be jina to you. Jofu say me younger brother somewhere now. Why? But so another be the because there was no way I could I mean, I could be in Kumasi and to talk of be on Family Chapel stage and be singing. See, I'm a corner and I say, hey, I'm a mashing papa. I'm for there, some you know, and also introducing me to Pastor Foss. I say, hey, who me I to any me and Madame for pa, blessed memory. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know, you're connected to say. Pastor Foss should be free, and then like that.
14 years of being with Family Chapel. I've seen you a couple of times on stage. I once remember Semeni Ogaziba Mohona Minister Sonny Badu. He had a very good relationship with you. I think he sang with you on stage.
Yes.
And it was just the day I noticed and no. There are some people who are equally good, like almost that was about 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, na me more tech. And you sang so well. I remember pay wasem, but I wasn't so close. Yeba yanim na nyankopon ya adoma. Yeba oni mame musa we say you. Do you sing in church as business and not say for the work of God?
Okay, me to me Akesse. Business side, no crowd here. We've not really taken time to develop it. It's been more of.
You know why I'm asking that?
Yeah.
Me my uncle with him. Because I know, say you've spent almost 14 years with Family Chapel. Solely Family Chapel. Osaba back to your roots. I know your capabilities. Senka wabit me do onyoma ba aye nyoma be brave, but you start to say maminya worship, maminya praises. You were singing people's song for years, and here so when you say Minister Jojo Arhin the one in your air bar and no you're on the DI. This is Minister Jojo Arhin. Was that a business? And now say, well, to you, it was solely gospel.
I would want to suggest, say, unfortunately, we are running a system where you label Niama, put people in a box,
okay,
and then have certain expectation for people, so people can't really live the life they ought to live.
Very true.
I think we can conveniently have a musician, a full-blown musician who is not necessarily a songwriter, a composer, or a new song performer.
I love that. I love that clarification.
We should have a system that celebrates musicians who cannot necessarily write their own songs, who cannot necessarily compose their own songs, because
and even award such musicians as well.
Because a lot of musicians have produced, I would say, shoddy songs. Because their churches, their cluster of friends, their cliques expects them to
bring out
come out with a song by force. You know, Obi Ohoa naturally he has it. Say, who was our ability now? I would want to say this. I've done ministry for over 20 years of my life. For a very long time, I would want to say a big thank you to my father in the Lord, Bishop Dr. Victor Say. I mean, he's been encouraging, and he's one person.
He's one person I respect and love so
even
much.
Though he's been on my neck to ensure that I come up with music and all that, he's one person who will encourage you, irrespective of the talent you carry. Whether you are a mainstream artist or not, the kind of encouragement he will give to you is important. I tell people that every musician needs a Victor Say in his life.
Very true.
Because now, there is a challenge in our system where I feel that we are defined not necessarily by what we do, but what people expect us to do.
That's very deep. No, and repeat that again for me.
It looks like we are defined not necessarily by what we do, but what people expect us to do. But if we are going to allow people to do what they want to do, we are going to see a lot of fulfillment in the system.
Very true.
I mean, some people, some musicians who are necessarily supposed to be church committed worship leaders and find fulfillment are looking for a way to be seen on the mainstream, because the system wants to celebrate people who are roaming all over. But if we are going to have a system, and I would want to say with passion, And these are some of the reasons why I respect my father in the Lord.
Very true.
Because you have a lot of musicians who are worship leaders who are not highly recognized in their churches.
Very true.
Their pastors are waiting for them to become mainstream artists and blow with a song before they give them recognition. Family Chapel is not like that. And it has helped. And you know, some of us, me, I'm not under pressure. I wrote my first song in 2004. I haven't released it. I've recorded it. I haven't released it. I recorded
20 years now.
Yes, I've recorded I recorded 4 songs 2017. I haven't released it. I recorded 3 songs in 2021.
Okay.
I haven't released it.
What is keeping you from releasing them?
ABC, time and chance. Time and chance. You see, so you might have the chance, but if the timing is not right, see, I had a shock of my life when I had an opportunity to interact with Nacee on a personal level, and he told me that he wrote Asida in 2015.
Asida ya abe blow kakakei.
Asida
9 years ago,
2015. And now when you incubating woman a buy and I will say Ubiti say Nacee time open or two, and it has really helped him. And I looked at his life.
Wow.
I mean, this is somebody who has not really bowed or succumbed to people's pressure
at all.
People had, some of us, we had a way we wanted him to be. But getting closer, I realized that chat now or part now or chat now, I would want to use this platform.
It's very
to
deep.
Want to suggest that it's not everybody who must compose a song. It's not everybody who must even write a song.
Very true.
There are some people who have gone to the studio because they feel they can compose songs, and their voice and their ability, the song and the voice,
the lyrics, everything, and moi.
You understand?
No,
but I have this man of God who is a fantastic writer. I mean, within a week he can write like 100 songs.
Wow.
And I told him also, and for so musician,
because
you don't have the voice.
Yes.
And you don't have the time. We are a whole software oda soriano. And for daddy, pampa, you know,
yes.
You are big. Now means to me profession in me way in music.
Yes.
Means in your time here is how near the end, you know, we're releasing them. One of the easiest way your song can go, and it's a artist, you know,
yes.
So your friend was software. Oh, betonium means your friend me Jojo Arhin means me ba betonium. Maybe a per hierarchy, we see that pastors are bigger than musicians. But at that program, because it's my field, when I take the microphone, there is no way you can minister better than I will be.
Exactly.
One inferiority complex.
Na ko be mo ho.
Nti won say wo medi wo sofo die wo, you know, say wo be ye den. So sometimes you have certain people, because the people have an expectation they will have to be seen as pastors on the stage. Certain deliverances that are not necessary will have to be done, because I was so to me power demonstration you know. But and I really want to say a big thank you to my father one more time too, because he's written a lot of songs. He won't go ahead and sing it. He will give it to us to sing. I mean, recently during the COVID, we recorded over 30 songs.
Papa Vic
he wrote.
Wow.
Yeah, inside music, plenty songs.
This is the first time I'm hearing
and
this.
You know, and plenty songs. I mean, and some high lives near the mega praise to be. You know, and you know, I would want to say this again.
Jojo, for me, I feel that in Koma Wedide, you've schooled me, and not even myself. Many listeners in our diafa at the CMB. What me who say, why do you do? Now, what's the idea? People feel they've been left aside or behind because omunya ntimi fa nwomba and they feel say omunya enri. But the watchere am ye say no. And ye kra no as presenters no kra sometimes we don't even ask the questions right.
Of course.
Mesua dear film. I mean abo mentuma no pa. For how many years have you been doing Mega Praise?
Mega Praise 10th edition.
10 years.
First edition was 2014.
10 years.
Yeah.
Hey. Jojo, so what have you?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I feel say 5 years old.
Oh, 10 years. In fact, me back Kumasi 2010.
Wow.
Now, I mean, while in Tema, we do a lot of concerts, but I didn't know how
to start up here.
You know, I had an opportunity to, after First Fruit, me free myself, Pastor Peter,
yes.
Sandra Frey,
yes,
Sibex Music.
Where is Sandra?
Sandra Awakra, or Minister Life.
Oh, this year or Friday week.
In fact, this year. This year is going to be beautiful because the very first Mega Praise, I was privileged to have Sandra Fred backing, Ife Grace backing, Kofi Fred backing.
But now,
by God's grace, I mean, superstars, you know.
Kofi Fred, Ife Grace has also been a sister. Sandra way back. You guys, my idea.
And you know, now Mega Praise, the very first edition. Now you should have any backers, leads, because almost all those I was ministering with were superstars.
Okay.
And he ministered alongside with Sandra, Ne, Chika. She also relocated to Accra. Right after One Voice Project, and then Winfred. I mean,
Uncle Daniel Niajai. Much love to you, Uncle Daniel Niajai Winfred.
Yes, Encounter Project.
Yes.
And originally no ne BB Fire.
Yes.
And Jojo Arhin.
Yes.
And they invited me under the permission of Sibex. Say I should come and do praise and worship, like something danceable to warm up.
Yeah.
And you know, I know a couple of rehearsals, so I went for their final rehearsals. And you know, I recorded you know, nafa. And if I you know,
encounter 2,
encounter 1 and 2 was encounter 1 was predominantly my work.
Yes.
And I bought high life, bought high praise. And that was encounter 1. And it gave me the confidence.
Yes.
Say I can do something. Like David said, that the God that delivered me from the hands of a lion and a bear will deliver. So there's always a track record of history. And you know, but I still didn't know how.
Wow.
Into me one day, and guy be a friend of Danny, Danny for short multimedia.
Yes, Danny.
Or designing flyer, or tell me picture.
And the boss.
A designing flyer, I know here and a night with the king who posting Facebook. And we'll be friend. Me say, na me be a program. Na me can. Na me say, minimum. Na me friend Danny. Na me say, Danny. I don't say, na Marshall that there be a concert. Enye inti maye to a paye. Enye so a delete. Adi or no post here to the page. So me delete. Inti I saw it as God working through him.
Trial.
And I say no. Said Daniel to me the BBC to Facebook. Me man in sound off.
Yes.
Let's do it. So I quickly called senior man Joe Mettle.
Okay.
And on also me said then if you do, but I sought permission from Papa. And I said it can be done. Let's do it. But how to go about it, I didn't know. Until I quickly called Joe Mettle, senior man, and I watched me so. You better say to me until record it, because if you to spend this much and say to me record it now we in a year so we record it I'll be in a year and so and I just say unya proper setup sound way into na sound way me here inquiry kakra no na the budget was some way so time na Akesse release ne Crazy Love no
okay
I'm an be concert in Kumasi SIA bi Accra. So I also called him. So that I'm not the Evans.
Even Akesse Brempong.
You know, my friend on our chair me say, Jojo, ube to me aye. Think of this number of people.
Okay.
And you mundi nkomo. Say out of that number of people, we be able to me 100 CDs.
At least a very limited
number. Oh yeah, now we nakaba obetobo nyame be bie kwan ama wa bobo programs nkrofo be yewe. And I say this to the glory of God. The very first mega praise nyame adom. And God bless Sibex who hold and down.
Oh,
we work no post production ni ade ni na he you know a beautiful thing.
I have always been particular about sound, and I don't know when you get it wrong. When a sound
over the years, now for I think so for the first 5 years consistently now a jail.
Oh,
is that memory?
Oh, nyanko po fe jail. So
oh, I mean ya bo enti gradually no Akesse.
Yes,
Akesse. Now creative
director.
Yeah, into audio bibi sa and omo partner na abedi Akesse himself. And you know, I think on 2018 thereabout, no munya gig bi Jomo to me na clue any MSAP. Almost be so.
Wow.
And a call in.
But whoever comes to hold forth no on the background disappointed.
And then I think for the past 3 years it has been Mose Salem Audio Lab.
Nyame insho mopa. I love the aura Okari.
Adom.
I know me get you closer me who say we empire before. And even if say sorry Juma unim say onyenji bibia krana, you open up your spirit and then do it wholeheartedly. And adeba kwa mesu everyone. I was telling my wife say Jojo you bia okaso be wa dia mawa. Enyiska no he. I don't know. Do you play shows for money?
The money helps, but it's not really a motivating factor. It's not a motivating factor
because minim so about shows we bring many near. Bibia anya kwen.
But I would also want to say that sometimes it
gets discouraged.
People makes it very difficult.
Okay.
So and I would want to honestly
vent out.
Yes, I would want to honestly dissect this well.
Okay.
In as much as we do this for ministry, we don't do it alone.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes, if you, it is said that if you really want to go far, move with people.
Exactly.
If you want to go fast, you move alone, but you are limited. I have studied music and I've studied a lot of musicians for a very long time. I look very young, but if I decide to give you history in music, I can give you history with their lives.
One day we will talk about the historical part.
Those who do band, they move with their band and how they've been able to stay relevant because they move with their band. They were very serious with the business side.
Okay.
So they were not taken for granted. So they are able to reinvent themselves. When they release new song, they are able to carry the song. Those who are not so concerned about money, so they want to move alone, are limited because they release new song, they can't carry it, they can't project it because you can't move with your band.
Yes.
You leave your faith in the hands of event organizers and pastors. They mess you up, and sometimes to those who are looking critically at the business side, we go to the extreme and we make it, in fact, on churchy and on Christian, and then those who too are liberal, they are taking advantage of to the extent that sometimes.
Japan and drink. Why encounter with that?
Me mum de me manin to me. Yes. In as much as I don't put a price tag.
Yes.
On what we do, I conduct myself in such a way that
you can't disrespect me in any way.
It will be difficult for you to take me for granted.
Exactly.
I mean, I trust God. Because
and that's the reason why I'm a car or sometimes never more or many more do it me form of but we saw no but you can't take advantage of the person. And Charlie, you are doing so well. Nyame Aduma this year, mega praise. Ebaso. Say baso.
Nyame adoma aseda ye. In fact, a whole experience. Obi a omba mega praise dano. Me jinyame this oba mega praise. You relive every experience. I mean,
I love that line. You relive every experience. Me ma 3. And so relive experience. No? Nyame adoma 29th of November.
Sure.
This Friday.
Sure.
Meboa.
Sure.
Ebeba so our Family Chapel International.
Sure.
Our Susan so.
Yeah.
Nyame adoma time ben ye shase.
A program need officially no. Say yeah, kanyum egumuno. Exactly 6 p.m.
6 p.m. sharp.
But before 6 p.m. no. Na ye wo something very beautiful. It's online, but those who are available will also have the opportunity to enjoy it.
That's true.
You know, say obeba sorry obe say 4 and 5 near there. There's an activity I wouldn't want to. Yeah. I mean, there's a very beautiful activity we are putting together. Online though, but audience present though will also have a feel of it.
Okay.
We'll run through that until about 6K. The music so now
this year, wine and a bebwa amamway.
This year in fact, because a memory lane na if a grace. From the beginning, he's been with us. Kofi Pepra from the beginning, he's been with us. Sandra Frey, he's been with us from the beginning. So, you know, Amone, and then of course, Makoye ministry person. I will need a senior man of God.
Yes.
I mean, I looked through and I saw that Ankara 2. Ankara 2.
I'm a DJ Kelly at him.
Ankara 2 will be the one to. I mean, ushers with the level of the level in ministry. He's an academician. He's a ministry person. He's a full-blown musician. He's a man of God. I mean, you know, dia ye pebiano ewonimu. You know, Ankrato eba. You know, I mean, he's on and he's also going to be a blessing.
Great. Nyame adoma me pacho.